Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's the Eradicator, and so today we are going to talk about Star Citizen of 3.18. We've got a new patch, the W patch, and I've tried it for about an hour and a half, and I've got to say that it is much better. In fact, this is probably the best experience I've had in 3.18 so far. So looks like we're making some progress here. It's not perfect. There are still some bugs and crashes, obviously, but still some of the issues that were plaguing the game experience before have been fixed, at least in this build, and that's what we are going to talk about. Now, first, there are obviously still some known issues. For example, equipped armor remains attached to undersuit after character repair. Some armor on dead NPCs at Zelensky platforms are missing texture. Now, unfortunately, I've not been able to go to Zelensky platform, but we'll talk about it later as of why. Ships here, when you are entering and exiting SID during content travel, there's a chance you'll be ejected into space. Some transport beacons here will not properly show the right locations in the markers. When it comes to server crash ship recovery, after a server crash, the ship left on landing pad will be in an unknown state, so there you are going to require a claim. And pretty much the other issues are the same as before. Now, there's been some update here, especially when it comes to bed logout, and now you cannot bed logout in landing areas. I think that this is a really good decision here, because some people were bed logging on landing pads, for example, or landing areas in landing zones, and then obviously the ship would despawn. But it happened that some people were spawning ships or landing, and all of a sudden that player who logged out at the landing pad comes back, and let's say, for example, they had a huge ship or a bigger ship than someone else who was already on that landing pad, and it's going to completely blow up that smaller ship. It was a problem, and so to avoid that, Cloud Imperial Games have decided to block bed logout in landing areas. It's a very good decision, in my opinion. Some damage for coolers and power plants have been updated, and there's some more physics optimization, server performance improvements, and more Gen 12 optimization. Now, let's talk about some of the major bug fixes here with that W patch. First, 8 client crashes and 8 server crashes. Very good, loving the stability here. But some of the bug fixes here you guys are going to like very much. First, before, it was almost impossible to do any of the Crusader Mercenary certification missions. They were not showing up. This was fixed. Hallelujah! This is awesome. And yes, I was able to take them. They are bugged, and I'll show you why later. So that's why I have not been able to go later to the Zelensky platforms. But that's not all. More bug fixes, major bug fixes have been fixed here. For example, if you were going to Whistler's Crypt, walking on the hills near the crypt was potentially deadly. It's not anymore. You are not going to die by walking there. Again, wonderful news indeed. Also, some of the various screens and terminals failed to load and had a black screen. I haven't had a single black screen in 3.18 W patch. Again, that is wonderful. Here, when you leave a server and you want to come back, you used to be stuck with a loading screen. I tried to do that, and I was not stuck. I was able to come back immediately, and that is awesome. Again, shout out to the developers for fixing that very annoying bug too. Elevators with open mid-transit, it's not happening anymore. That's also awesome here. When it comes to Lorville is not going to be shown as a restricted area and will spawn your and will impound your ground vehicle immediately, so that's also very cool too. The AIs no longer have their flashlights on all the time, so we're going to appreciate not being blinded by the AIs anymore. And there's plenty of other bugs over there that are not so annoying, but were fixed. Were also fixed here in that patch. So yeah, it's much better. There's another one that I forgot, guys. How many of you who played Wave 1, still Wave 1, right? How many of you guys who play Wave 1 have been stuck on your seats in your ship. Well, that is also fixed. I haven't been stuck a single time in my seat, and I hope that it's going to remain that way. Now, there are still some problems, obviously, especially with bunker missions, and as you can see here, I have decided to try out those bunker missions around Crusader because I want to go to the Zelensky platform. But unfortunately, the counter of NPCs that you still have to kill is very bugged. It's very erratic. It goes all over the place and it changes in a very random fashion. And eventually, when all the NPCs are dead, it gets stuck at a weird number, and well, the mission is a failure as a result. So that is why right now I have not been able to go to Zelensky platform, but I'm sure that they're going to be trying to fix that, because those new Zelensky platforms are a big feature of 3.18, obviously, and they want to make sure that people are able to go there, and if we can't go there because the original mission is fixed, then that's obviously a big concern. Also, I was not able to try Whistler's Crypt for myself because there was a crash to desktop, and when I came back I ended up at the hospital. So yeah, at least I was not stuck in a loading screen. That is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much as always for watching. Don't forget that this month we got a giveaway. We are giving away a Nova 10 for all of you guys who subscribe to the channel and answer the giveaway question that I am going to ask right now. What is the weirdest bug that you've had in 3.18 so far, or 3.17.4 that you wish would not come back in 3.18 if you have not tried Wave 1 yet? Well, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, feel free to join our Discord channel where we have another giveaway. We're giving away a vulture, and if you want to enter, you have to join our video sharing contest. Also, Patreon and YouTube members have automatic access as a way to reward them for their canned support. Thank you so much, guys, again for watching. It's been the Eradicator. Shout out to Dr. Fobin, Wolfpipe Pug, and Zero Crusher. I will see you guys later.